Hey guys, how's it going? Base here, and welcome back to Kato Shoujo. So last time we left off with this very anime-esque fight scene.
Morsel disabled bat.
Mortal disabled!
Da da da.
No, it's like Emmy in the background, she's like clicking her freaking legs.
And it was just standing there like slamming her head against the wall along with it. The fuck?
She just like turns around, she's like, I'm normal now.
I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties, so track me down to make sure I don't forget my own.
Are you kissing me and singing up? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself!
I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you.
You're right! The difference between us is uncanny now!
It's not hard to guess which one you might represent.
Oh!
Yes,
Shot.
You'd think. The air between them ripples like with the heat of their humidity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation.
Misha looks so concerned.
What was that? Aurora? What was that? The Diablos?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh, dizzy.
What are you talking about?
Hikachan. Why aren't you taking part in the festival? You are, aren't you? Fine! I haven't got to do a lot more to make sure this person!
Fucking. I can't do this. Fuck, I just rolled on my
Oh,
hand.
mother needs to go into town to get some drink. Oh, God.
I don't understand why Shizune is suddenly getting mad at me.
Cut Lily some slack. 1 against 2.
Yeah. Hey, I'm the new guy, remember?
Plus
It's not like I could have done much, even if I wanted. That's right, you shouldn't expect a transfer student to jump right into it, yeah, on his first week. Shizune taking my side feels oddly...
Lily.
Okay.
You said she's in there.
Fuck. Lily taking my side feels oddly comforting, so I decided to back her up too. Yeah, you're being unreasonable with us both.
Excuses! Miss Clark's having plenty of time to deal with her report!
I'm gonna slap you.
And her apparently offered you a position to help with the student council work, but you refused to commit yourself to making the festival a success!
Because I don't want to fucking deal with you.
Shut up!
Yeah, as I said back then, I'm not sure if... I don't have time for this right now. No matter what I do...
I know I'm gonna wake you up tomorrow morning.
Fucking scream Misha's voice in my ear. I'm sorry, you're not going home alive.
I wouldn't be going home at all.
And that's where we'll end the... It's just like my brain ends. just like, no, I can't read anymore. I've become like...
You've become disabled?
Yes. Feel me being drawn into a confrontation with Shizune, and that is what she wants. Whatever. Fuck off. Forget it. I turned my back at them. Lily, class is going to be starting soon, and we could talk more later. I'll tell Hanako you were looking for her. I can feel Shizune freezing. This is maybe the first time she's ever been ignored in such a blunt manner.
Ooh.
Thank you, Hisao. I'll leave her. She gives me the sweetest smile I've seen all week and turns on her heels to make her exit.
Now I'm kind of wondering either.
I like Lily. As soon
But
as
then you'll be talking to yourself. But then talking to each other. I wasn't self-obsessed. We're two different people, but we're guys. We're both straight, and this is a game, and it's so awkward. Confusion.
Damn it.
Well, we're avoiding Shizune for like the last.
I'll do Shizune's by myself.
Yes.
As soon as Lily walks out the door, I suddenly start feeling reluctant about turning to face Shizune. I feel her eyes burning into my back, and I can't bring myself to look at her. She must be furious. I keep expecting Misha to say something to alleviate the tension.
Alleviate.
Close enough. but it's really wanting too much. You know, I would turn around and face Shizune, and I said, yeah, that's right. I stood up to you. Fuck you.
I stood up to you. Why? Because she's from fucking Scotland. I want to tap that.
I want to tap all the disabled ass.
My name is Mr. Wilson, and I'm here to say I'm gonna smack her ass in a major way. I made it work!
In the end, I go back to my seat and listen to the sound of Shizune's footsteps as she marches out of the room. She doesn't return until a few minutes before class. Hanako.
Hanako. Hey there, Hanako!
Hanako doesn't come into the morning class at all, leaving her seat looking empty and lonely back in the classroom. I have to tell her that Lily was looking for her if I see her later. After the events of this morning, class is pretty boring in comparison. I turn the pages in my textbook lazily. I have a bit of catching up to do despite trying to keep up with my studies at the hospital. I'm not feeling that enthusiastic. The clock at the front of the room starts to sound unbearably loud. The teacher hasn't said anything in over 7 minutes instead opting to cover the board in rows and rows of equations taken directly from the book.
Alright, so I want you to learn this by tomorrow.
I want you to learn all this by tomorrow because we're going to be doing nuclear science tomorrow.
What?
Disabled people doing nuclear science. Could you imagine Ren just like sitting there at like a big nuclear keyboard typing it with her feet?
Just like
click click click, and she accidentally hits the big red button and causes a nuclear meltdown.
she's just like sitting there just like
point. The rhythmic clashing of
Wait,
chalk
no,
and blackboard.
she wouldn't be doing this.
The rhythmic clashing of chalk on the blackboard seems to synchronize perfectly with the ticking of the clock. I start to copy down the equations just to pass the time, even though they are right there in the fucking textbook. When the bell rings, I'm not in a hurry because I have nothing to do, so I stay for a while, reviewing what we covered in class today. I prefer to leave last anyway, so I don't have to deal with crowding in the hallways.
Yep.
I noticed Shizune and Misha have also stayed behind, talking to someone from another class. Shizune signing so fast that her hands make noises like swords cutting through the air. Jesus, maybe there's tons of anger in there.
Oh, maybe.
Misha is trying desperately to keep up, but it's clear she can barely manage to even understand her. Put my head down. Whatever they're discussing looks like serious business. Shizune signs to the point where her wrists crackle, and Shizune struggles to spit it out in word form. Sometimes she trips over herself, like she's dealing with tongue twisters. And then on top of that, she has to sign back anything the other girl says. Seems like a rough job. Misha looks tired, like she's about to faint. Luckily for her, their business is soon finished and the girls sit down in their seats again. It's so tired! I'm waiting for you to do all that voice all the fucking time. Shut up! It's my voice! She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking. No. Could you imagine, like, if that's Misha's normal voice, could you imagine her, like, in chorus? Like her having to hit, like, really high notes? Your voice died.
Yes, it did.
She's hanging her head limply on her desk, looking exhausted. I'll use the opportunity to reconcile with Shizune, but I almost said reconcile.
We still need to go over our piece.
We can do that while we're going to sleep. If we go to sleep.
Yeah. Fucking true.
Though I suspect the door is now closed. Festival preparations must be tough for you. Indeed, the people in the school seem to be taking the festival very seriously. Whenever I see people idling about before and after classes, they're always talking about the classwork. It's kind of neat to see everyone so enthusiastic about it.
They're not pausing the game.
Shut up. I'm probably the only one who doesn't have something to do. They scoffs at me first, trying to decide whether to ignore or sneer at me, but in the end she starts signing without doing either. Misha perks up, looking at her hands with slightly unfocused eyes. You asshole. Signs with harsh, heavy, dramatic strokes. Misha translates her signing in a speech for me. She does it so well, it's like Shizune is actually speaking, transmitting her thoughts directly to Misha. She must have practiced it vigorously.
Well, of course! We're student council now! So we're pretty business!
Well,
Busy!
we're pretty business! What?
This is an important duty of ours! So share the success of the festival with all our strength! We should jam ourselves in front of the past to count the generations of the festival if we ever fail! That's why there must be no flaws! No! I think that was encumbrances? No! Not that might take the festival short of perfect!
His fashionist speech and music and acting are really oddly people.
Oh! No!
Hello, Hanako.
Hi, Hanukkah. How you doing?
Poor Hanako. I look over my shoulder and see Hanako peering timidly into the classroom, most of her body hidden behind the door.
Hey! Playing delinquent again!
Hanako blushes hard at Misha's straightforward jab, even if it was only in jest. Shizune stares at her provokingly, causing Hanako to look down and start backing away to the point where only her fingers can see wrapped nervously around the edges of the door. Maybe she's showing her dislike of Hanako by association of her dislike of Lily. It appears so, and Hanako probably knows it as well. What is it, Hanako?
Has Lily been here to get my drugs? I mean, has she been here?
Her stock of blood drugs. And this time, it's double pointed, so that she can't hit anyone with the plan. Though unfortunately, if it happens to go backwards.
Then she's kind of fucked.
Sorry! I haven't seen the sound! She, came by in the morning though!
Want me to take over? Your voice is like dying. Hanako keeps looking uneasily at Shizune, who stares back at her with her usual studying gaze. Of course, Shizune isn't going to look away. She is intimidating enough as it is, so I can only imagine how terrified Hanako must be. It's a little uncomfortable watching Hanako's reaction to Shizune's normal behavior. This is what happens when two people from two different extremes meet, it seems.
Do you know where she is?
She's getting the drugs.
I already checked that. They have not been picked up and she was not there, so fuck you.
Just like the most soft-spoken.
So,
Fuck.
So you could fucking Damn, Hanako!
I can see Hanako saying that.
She finally gets fed up with being called bacon.
You know what's ironic?
What?
I am the most silent and the loudest person.
Okay.
You're everyone else in between.
Okay.
She has any sense in her head! She's in a classroom! Working on the festival project! With her nose where the woman is loitering at!
Did you find her? She was looking for you in the morning, but I guess you have missed each other. She waits a little without answering the simple question, looking awfully like she's not sure if it's the proper to answer such question.
Yeah.
My armpit itches. I'm with
Mine's
you.
like pinching me. Because
If
my
it's
shirt.
okay. Hanako nods fractionally, still on guard, her shoulders stiff like wood. I get the feeling that she might be more comfortable by herself after all, but it's a bit too late to back off now. She has this really troubled expression that seems to wear off constantly. That she seems to wear almost constantly. One that makes me feel constantly be on guard myself. I wonder why, because she was a burn victim. I don't understand why she always seems to be so wary, or maybe more like why there could be a person like her.
Chalkboard, it could cause a spark and then burn the school down.
Just click, poof! Chalk, blackboard, poof!
Oh no, not again!
Anything could create a spark.
The other half gets burned.
She's now
Aw.
complete bacon.
Now it's too crispy.
I like my bacon crispy.
I like it half and half.
No. The funny thing is, you can see one half of her blushing and the other half not.
Yeah. Half is already red. Oh!
Kawaii bacon desu.
Baka!
Kawaii desu bacon-chan.
Well, I know what I'm going to call her now.
Bacon-chan?
Kawaii Desu Bacon Chan.
I still have no idea how I should act around such a person. It's dinner time soon. Were you planning to eat with Lily?
And we're gonna end it there. Thank you guys so much for watching.
She nods slightly.
Feel free to leave a like and
So
subscribe.
she must have been trying
And
to
also
get
feel free to leave us a like on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
So she must have been
We'll
trying
see
to
you
get into the
guys
cafeteria.
in the
well, there's
next
something of a dinner crowd.
episode.
Like the cafeteria
Goodbye.
started during lunch.